Ebro got fired earlier today, and he came online to give his reasoning for why he thinks he got fired, and is delusional, bro. This is levels of delusion that I hope I never reach. I got no problems with Ebro, but hearing him explain why his show got canceled is one of the saddest things you will see all day. Even how he announced the show was over was kind of weird. His co-host was pouring out their hearts with multi-paragraphs posts on Instagram and Twitter about how they are so sad it ended. And Ebro was pretty like nonchalant, dare I say cryptic. Bro really tweeted, "It's done. More to come." Ebro in the morning. Like he was dropping a Wolves bomb or something, man. And in actuality, the people who care about this show ending is pretty niche, is not that big. This was not some type of Woj bomb where you come and you just bah, and then you close your screen and then bah, 50 million views. That's not how this worked, buddy. Okay. Now let's compare Ebro's announcement to his co-host announcement. Look at how Laura Stiles announced the show is over. We had the best time, the most beautiful listeners, and got to work with legends I love. I am so proud of the work we did together. I lived so many of my dreams at Hot 97 and got to work with my best friends. And best friends don't let go, trust me. She tagged Ebro and Rosenberg, and I have plans and more coming next year. Stay tuned, we got plans next. It's a recurring theme. We seen that when the Bigger Picture got canceled, DJ Head, Elliot, and Jeremy Hex, the first thing they said was, stay tuned, we got something bigger coming next. Ebro and them got fired, plans coming next. I like Emmanuel Acho's approach when he got fired from Fox. Emmanuel Acho said, listen, I could tell y'all something is next, but y'all just gonna have to wait and find out. We should know about the plans when the plans is here. Like when the plans have been finalized and the ink is dry, that's when we should know about the plans, okay? Now, Laura Stiles was incredibly thankful to Hot 97. Ebro has taken a different approach, but he ain't thankful for a goddamn thing. Ebro is pissed off. And he took to camera to express himself. And here's what he had to say in regards to why he got fired.
Make sure you subscribe to Ebro in the morning on YouTube.
You see how fast life comes at you? I just want to be petty for a second, okay? Ebro has spent a decade talking down on YouTubers, how we're not journalists, how we're not real hip-hop media, how the radio is hip-hop media, only for him to run a YouTube once the label threw him to the curb. That's what we call irony, people.
Told y'all a couple of weeks ago when they tried to run that Andrew Cuomo play on me. Remember that shit? And then they tried, you know, when the Trumpster got in office. Listen, man, I don't capitulate well, bro. Been doing this too long. If you look around all the major media outlets, look at all the major media outlets, man. All of them. Look at all of them. They all got to fold up because they all trying to renew their deals, their licenses. They all, well, in this particular situation, we'll get into more specifics another time. Bro's a casino owner. You know those 3 licenses that they got here in New York City for the casinos? The guy that owns one of the casinos licenses. He got to raise $500,000, bro. $500 million, excuse me. They need my talking anti-Netanyahu, anti-government, progressive out the way, bro.
Here's my problem with this. I don't have a problem with Ebro's politics. Me and Ebro probably align and agree on 99.9% of things. I've never seen Ebro sell out. And I got to put that on the table right now. I ain't never seen Ebro sell out. I've seen a lot of other people tap dance. I ain't never seen Ebro tap dance. Ebro has been consistent with his messages, and for that, you kind of have to applaud it. Rather than not you agree or disagree, you kind of have to applaud it. But my problem with this is a problem I've been seeing when it comes to media. We just seeing Tim Pool do it. Everybody is obsessed with being a martyr. Everybody is obsessed with being a martyr. Everybody believes that they are more important than what they really are. Everybody believes that the matrix and the infrastructure is after them. Ebro is essentially saying he's Jimmy Kimmel Part 2, that the new administration, Trump and them, don't like him. So the owners may have tried to get him out the paint to placate to Trump and his administration. So first he blames Trump, and then he says, hold on. They're trying to raise $500 million for this casino. They might have to reach into the pockets of some Israeli billionaires. And they might not like how the main show on this radio station is anti-Netanyahu. I can almost guarantee you that if Ebro's voice was loud enough, that may have been the case. But Ebro in the morning don't have to reach. I can almost guarantee you that these folks didn't look at Ebro in the morning and says, man, y'all are just too impactful. Y'all are just too powerful. Y'all are just too progressive. Y'all are making it hard for us. The problem is the show wasn't impactful enough. This is the Hot 97 YouTube channel, and the YouTube channel is mainly Ebro in the morning clips. So how do you look at these numbers? 4,000 views, 2,000 views, 2,000 views, 1.6 thousand views, 1.5 thousand views on a channel with 3.9 million subscribers. How do you look at these numbers and say, yeah, they got me out of here because I was too progressive. They got me out of here because my voice was too powerful and impactful. You don't think they got you out of here because it wasn't translating to this new digital age? The numbers weren't there? People didn't care about the podcast or the platform any longer? People didn't care about the radio station? You think that it was easy for these people to look at the Breakfast Club and what the Breakfast Club is doing and then look at you guys and say, man, come on, man. Bro, y'all had a head start. You think the people who are writing your checks at Hot 97, you think it's comfortable for them? Because the Breakfast Club is the premier show on Power 105. Ebro in the Morning is the premier show on Hot 97. You think the people who are writing your checks, and I would imagine y'all getting paid six figures each and every year, you think they were happy to write out six-figure checks and then look at their competitor and they say, damn, bruh, they're doing 200,000, they doing like 100,000, 200, bro, they're doing a lot of clips, they're doing great interviews compared to ours, which we're not even performing at all. We don't even have the digital currency. We're not even nobody is using our conversations, our topics, our show. We're not driving the conversation on social media. You think they were happy to see their competitors in their premiere show and how their premiere show is impactful and how their premiere show is doing versus the premiere show on Hot 97, which is Ebro in the Morning, and you look at y'all show and then you say, what? Bruh, golly, bruh, like how was, bro, this not fair. They got the Breakfast Club and we got Ebro in the Morning and we don't even got a studio for them. They don't even show up in studio anymore, bruh. They do the show from home. Who was the last guest, the last impactful interview you seen Ebro in the Morning interviewed? Who was it? You can't name one. Probably Wale. And even that didn't go viral. The last viral interview they did was with Cuomo. And Ebro is right? You know, he asked Cuomo about his alliance to Trump, and Cuomo kind of stuttered his way through. By the time we look up, the entire interview got pulled down. So Ebro is right. It feels like the owners of Hot 97, yeah, they kind of have gotten in business with people who kind of want them to be more politically moderate. And Ebro in the Morning was kind of really progressive. Maybe that's the case. But I could almost guarantee you, if you were doing Breakfast Club numbers, these people ain't, bro, they're not taking you guys nowhere. If you were doing Breakfast Club number, if you was doing 400, 500,000 views, if you was driving culture, you guys won't be going anywhere. You guys are going somewhere right now because your numbers are not up to par. Why would you then blame you being progressive opposed to looking at your numbers and saying, yeah, this wasn't cutting it?
They need me out the way. They trying to get to these bags that these VCs got, raise some capital. They don't really care, like, especially for like a Hot 97 and a WBLS. They don't give a f about hip hop or black music or black community. They don't give a f about none of that. They give a f about access. They give a f about being able to bring their little nerdy friends to the concerts, because that helps them raise money. They've been trying to get to me for years, bro. Years. But, you know, Ebro in the morning on the YouTubes. Subscribe. And we'll get into it. You know what I'm saying? Shayla!
This is Ebro's lived experience. So if he believes that he was targeted for his political views, he knows these people better than I know them. But what I could tell Ebro is, look at the reaction to your show being canceled and ask yourself, do you think the people think you're somebody who can't be bought out? Do you think the people think you're somebody who nobody has their hands in your pockets? Do you think the people think you're somebody who's objective? No, they don't. If you read the comments, oh, word? Y'all had to jump ship before the payola Rico hit, huh? Well, this is like Drake fans, right? And obviously, we might just get hit with the Rico. How corrupted is the hip-hop industry at this point for how long? How come you view yourself as somebody who's objective and can't be bought out, but the minute you announce your show ended, the first thing people think is, oh, you got caught receiving money for your opinions? Bruh, don't get too comfortable at Apple Music either. More to come. Might be a double termination. Bruh, I guess that last feeble attempt to look unbiased was a little too late, huh, Ebro? Praise God, it's over. God is good. Now keep Nicki's name out your mouth. Good riddance, bozo. Ha 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 ha. Karma is a B. Ain't nobody subscribing to that YouTube either. For years, you try to pretend you were some gatekeeper. That's the best comment I've seen all day. Ebro refused to adapt to the times. Ebro was placed in a position of power, a position of authority in hip-hop. And what did Ebro do with that authority? Ebro ostracized certain artists. Ebro refused to accept certain artists. Yo, do you guys understand that when the SoundCloud movement was popping, Ebro had an opportunity to ingratiate himself with artists like Uzi Vert and Playboi Carti and Juice WRLD and XXXTentacion, even Lil Yachty. But instead what Ebro did, Ebro made fun of them. Ebro mocked them. Ebro said they weren't hip-hop. He told Lil Uzi Vert to his face, you won't be relevant in 5 or 6 years. Now, look who's more relevant right now. Uzi Vert is more relevant right now than Ebro, for 100% fact. And he just had Wale on his show, where Wale is telling him, bro, you were wrong about that Uzi prediction. Him being so stubborn and refused to adapt, he still thinks he was right about Uzi Vert, when Uzi Vert right now is a superstar.
I gotta say something, man. And by the way,
then you got into what? Yachty, right? Or Uzi, one of them?
Uzi. Nah, I never got into
it. Oh, you
it.
said Uzi wasn't going to be something?
Nah, Uzi didn't want to rhyme over a certain beat.
No.
This ain't
a Mandela effect thing. No,
the rock star.
This ain't a Mandela.
Thing.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be like he ain't gonna blow up or something like that.
No,
I
he
didn't say
said
that.
rock star.
Oh.
He said he was gonna be a rock star. And I said we gonna decide that.
He is.
I mean, he still ain't sold out no stadium.
I mean, rock stars don't need to sell out a stadium.
They do.
What about
you ain't a star?
No, rock star is a rock star.
Says who?
The culture.
Nah.
Yeah.
No.
Don't he got like
disagree.
Don't he got like 2 diamond singles?
Okay, 2 singles. What them albums?
I'm just
What we doing
saying
with
2
these
diamond
albums?
singles, bro. That's
Y'all
a
be
rock-
lowering the bar. Y'all be lowering the bar.
And then also it's his influence too. That makes you a rock star, and his influence is undeniable.
So he's a rock star. So listen, with that measurement, don't be mad when we lower the bar and people don't give shit its proper due because we lowering bars.
We ain't talking about the best lyricist. We ain't talking about that. He's in his genre. He's a rock star.
What genre is that?
It's like a subgenre of hip hop, but like it's still evolving. It's not, you know what I'm saying? But you know the genre. Whatever it say, right in the little circle in Apple, similar to.
No. To somebody who's been given a position of authority in hip hop, saying that considering Lil Uzi Vert a superstar is lowering the standard. Do you understand? Like, Lil Uzi Vert has multiple diamond records. Since you said he was going to be irrelevant, but he won't point to how he didn't adapt to the times. He won't point to how his show numbers were abysmal. He will point to, oh man, I was just spitting some real stuff, man. That's why they got me out of here, bro. Right? I was just spitting facts too much. All right, man.
Well, yeah, people that I've worked with for a long time, man, they know who I am. They know what I stand for. The communities that listen and have supported us, they know. Y'all know how I rock. Y'all know what type of shit I pop. So, yeah. But I told you, listen, if you listen to Ebro in the morning, I told y'all they was hunting. I told you they was hunting. And we gonna keep talking.
We don't want y'all talking ish. We want y'all talking reasonable, logical, objective hip-hop opinions. Like, that's what we tap into y'all for. Like, y'all don't need to turn into the internet trolls. Y'all can just give real opinions about real things, and we'll watch y'all. But, hey, listen, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think, bruh? Listen, I'm going to give their YouTube show a chance. I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to tap in and give their YouTube show a chance, okay? Let me know in the comment section exactly what you guys think, man. And if you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, all right, then click on this video right here to find out how 21 Savage revealed during his interview with Big Bang exactly why he told Drake not to battle Kendrick Lamar. He broke down exactly why, and he broke down why he believes things backfire for Drake, and he actually went like deep in depth of exactly what that conversation with Drake was about right before Drake dropped his first diss record against Kendrick Lamar. Click on this video right here to find out what I'm talking about. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.